awesome to find companies that are willing to tell their story on a local scale, but also on a global scale as well. I think it's very insightful.
The way the whole 2-day conference was structured was really, really great. A lot of different topics, very different perspectives of different practitioners around the world, and good diversity in the speakers and the topics.
So what I find here is the intimacy of the conversations, transparency of issues, and the powerful personalities of people who present.
All the presentations I've seen have been high quality, and they've also been interactive. So I think that really enables you to think about and understand what your peers are doing, and really feel like you're involved, in these conversations, and to really identify with them.
It's a great mix of various presentations, various people from different small size, big size companies.
It's a great conference. Small team, but very great, very good case studies, examples, good mix of practitioners versus maybe broader industry insights, and really interesting presentations. So I've been really enjoying it.
There's so many conferences out there where you hear from executives, you hear from CEOs, you hear from vendors, and those are great. I don't want to discount those at all. But hearing from people that are doing this on a daily basis, you get a lot of lessons learned, you get a lot of application, and you get to take some of those things that you can kind of steal and bring back home, which I think is very valuable.
One of the key takeaways, because I think whether it's said or unsaid, it's been part of the theme so far, is that outcomes are important. It's important to understand how you can make the most impact to employees, to organizations, to the work you do in people analytics. It's not so much about what type of project you're doing or what type of technology you're doing. Ultimately, it is about the impact. It is about making the world of work better.
I really like the speaker who spoke about attrition and global uncertainty. So when a certain country, say the US or India or the UK, is in uncertain political times and they're not sure what's happening with the world, people are more likely to keep their job, and then vice versa.
I was looking for a lot of ideas to what to do next, how to do things, and specifically I've got some interesting ideas and thoughts around what we should be focusing on when we are working on institutionalizing the insights that we prepare, and how do we make it more business aligned.
It's the diversity and inclusion, much as a cliche it may sound, diversity of different disciplines that are presented, organizations that are mostly practitioners, and everyone feels that we are members of the same circle, the same community.
For me, the key takeaway and a bit of surprise is to see here in New York and in the US the focus on the people. Yeah? This is in this amount of words in even more or less each kind of presentation, the focus on the people is a bit new.
Well, one surprising thing actually that I took away from this particular one was the use of robotics, and people analytics. We just had a really interesting case study, and the presenter presented about using two bots to work together better with people and make work better for the people analytics people, and ultimately get them to use their human skills better.
Data is exploding, it's exploding everywhere, and it's so broad, it's all over the place. If you consolidate it, bring it back home, and focus on those things that matter the most to you, to your problem, to your question, what the business is asking, rather than just everything that's out there, it won't be overwhelming, and two, it'll be more meaningful to the end user in the business.
A lot of HR people are maybe a little bit afraid of people analytics. It's kind of new to them. It's that data science that they're afraid to approach. But this makes it very approachable, and it makes it very understandable. So I think someone who maybe feels it's not for them or it's not something they can learn, they can easily learn it.
What this conference does is creates a support network, creates a larger community of practitioners who are helping you with your particular issues, with your particular agenda. So no one needs to be alone out there. The conference is coming along, and I think we all need to jump in and participate, and it's a lot more fun doing it that way.
It's a lot of fun, right? It's learning, but it's also fun. I think there's a lot of value in the conversations that you have sort of on the aside, through lunch, coffee breaks. I think you get to know a lot more about what's going on in the industry, in the space. Also, I think during the discussions, a really well curated group of topics and speakers has been well put together, so you get to learn about different things, whatever might be relevant to your organization or something that you might be able to utilize later on.
These are for me the conferences to learn and to exchange. The bigger sizes are for me to get there and to see one after the other and just to take something with me. But here it's really the exchange and visit people and the possibility to do so.
I definitely come for a number of reasons. The first one being that this is the first one in the US. New York City is an awesome place. There's so many practitioners here and it's an exploding market. You can learn from so many people in industry, in this space, get to explore a wonderful city. The other thing that I think is very valuable and a reason that you should come is the best way to learn is to talk to people that are doing it and to share your own ideas and let us build off one another.
You make great connections, you learn a lot about practical applications and also industry trends, and you come away with some applicable and really relevant and practical learning that you can apply right away in your work as a people analytics leader and practitioner. So I'd say go for it.